Hi gents, we're going to have a quick look at some more fractions, just how to add them, but this time we'll have the more difficult common denominator. So we'll take an example. We'll say, just from numbers, 2/3 plus, we'll say 4/5, something like that. If you were asked to add this, there'd be a couple of ways to look at it. What we've been doing in the past is just making them 15ths and doing like that, but another way to do it, which I'm just going to mirror here, is to take 15 as our common denominator. It's to divide 3 into 15 to get 5, so to say that we've got 2 5s. And then do the same thing here, divide 5 in there to get 3, and say that we have 4 amounts of 3. Okay, and work it out from there. So when you've got a tricky thing up here, we'll say 2 over, we'll say 3x plus 1, and we'll do minus here, minus 7 over 2x minus 3, we'll say. Okay, so this one's a lot trickier than the one that we did before. The last time it was just numbers on the bottom, but this time we've got algebraic symbols. So what you want to do is you just want to follow the same tactic that we've done on the left hand side. You get a common denominator. So one way to get a common denominator is to take both your denominators and just multiply them by each other. So that's what we'll do in this case. We'll take one denominator and we will multiply by the other. So if you remember what we did then, we took 3 and divided it into 15. So in this case we take 3x plus 1 and we divide it into that whole thing here. So we're asking how many 3x plus 1s are there in this whole thing here. And what we have is we have 2x minus 3 amounts of 3x plus 1. So 3x plus 1 simply divides in to leave this thing here. So what we will be able to say is that we have, just like we said here, 3 divides in 5 times, so we've 2 amounts of 5. Here we're going to say that we've 2 amounts of, and 3x plus 1 divides in to leave 2x minus 3. Same thing happens over here, it's minus 7, and we take our denominator and divide it into the whole thing there, and that leaves us with minus 7 amounts of 3x plus 1. Okay, that's something to really practice out. Now after that, it's, just multiply out like we were doing with the brackets regularly. 4x minus 6 minus 21x minus 7, excuse me. The bottom, actually, traditionally you don't tend to multiply out. You can, but you don't have to. They do expect you to multiply out the top though. So we'd get minus 17x minus 13 over 3x plus 1 over 2x minus 3. Okay, so that's how you do it when it comes to tough ones like that. What I'd like you to try now, maybe just by pausing the video and having a go at it, we'll do one here. I'll just set it up for you. We'll say 5x plus 2, we'll say minus, and we'll put here 10, and we'll say, excuse me, x minus 3, like that. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and just try and follow the example that we've just had there. And I'll put the answer up in a second. Okay, let's do that. So we get a common denominator, 5x plus 2 times x minus 3. So we take up 5x plus 2 and we divide it into the denominator, and we're left with x minus 3. So we have 4 amounts of x minus 3. We do the same thing over here. We divide x minus 3 in, and we have an answer of 5x plus 2 when we divide it in. So we have minus 10 amounts of 5x plus 2. Hopefully you got that. So multiplying it out, 4x minus 12 minus 50x's minus 20 all over, and no need, although you can multiply that one out. So what does that leave us with? That leaves us with minus 46x's minus 32 all over 5x plus 2 times x minus 3. Okay, so that's that's how you would go about doing that. I'll give you one maybe to try. You can take it as homework, and just ask me if you're stuck with it. We will say 2x minus 1, and we'll do minus again, and we'll say 4 amounts of 3x plus 5. So give that one a shot. When you get comfortable with doing those, it's really handy. It means that you won't be too afraid of the algebra. Thank you to those who've done the build up one, and for getting just in contact with me. I know there was 1 or 2 issues just logging in and stuff like that, which I will get back to you on. But look, yeah, keep it up, and I'll keep doing more of these. Thanks, gents. Bye.